Yes, we really have to talk about a left tackle competition in February. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary, back with another video, and today I'll be talking about the left tackle debate that's been going around on Twitter as of yesterday. Before we get started today, I just wanted to mention you can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast and the Just Jets Clips channel, which you can find down in the description below. New episodes come out every single Monday. So the New York Jets are down in Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl, and I've thoroughly enjoyed all the coverage of the Senior Bowl and getting a look at all the tight ends because, well, there's like 3 tight ends that I really like a lot in this draft class. But nonetheless, a story came out yesterday, and it had to do with Mekhi Becton and George Fant. So to catch you all up, to recap, in 2021, in the first game of the year, Mekhi Becton gets hurt. He ends up missing the entire year. George Fant moves from the right side to left side, and George Fant has a career year, is really very good, an above average player, not quite a Pro Bowl level, but was a very good starting left tackle. And now there's this discussion of what the hell do you do this year with Mekhi Becton, who again missed pretty much the entirety of the year, and what do you do with George Fant, who came in and played really well? So I have a quote from Connor Hughes. He says, Robert Saleh for the first time was critical of Mekhi Becton, said the left tackle spot is not his. It's wide open and sounded like Fant has inside track. Praised Fant heavily for 21 season. Saleh said drafting left tackle, having Becton compete at right on the table. Yikes. Now, I don't think adding the yikes is necessarily necessary here, but are we surprised? Anyway, the Jets, I want to start here. First and foremost, I have no issue with a competition at left tackle. That's how it should be. That shouldn't be news to anybody. Going into next year, you have both guys come back, and you just have it play out. They both get reps, and you see whoever ends up working out the best gets the start. The other one moves to the other side. Finished. End of story. Is that a controversy? I don't think so. Some look at it that way. I don't think so. I want whatever's going to happen that's best for this team to work out. But the narrative that really drives me crazy from this is the idea that if the Jets were to draft an offensive lineman, specifically someone who played tackle in college, that means it's over for Mekhi Becton. I don't agree with that for a second. So let's play the game. Let's say the Jets at 4 take either Evan Neal or Ikem Ekwonu, however you say his first name. That, to me, just says insurance policy. And then it's a whole nother debate on whether drafting an insurance policy at 4 is the right call or not. But I think drafting an offensive lineman is actually something that would help the Jets both now and in the future. Let me explain. So in year 1, both Evan Neal and Ikem Ekwonu could play guard. They've done it in college and done it at a pretty high level. So theoretically, your offensive line could be one of Mekhi Becton or George Fant at left tackle, Elijah Vera-Tucker at left guard, center Connor McGovern, the rookie who you take 4th overall at right guard, and then the other of Mekhi Becton or George Fant at right tackle. And that is a really nice looking offensive line. That's your 2022 unit. Going into 2023, this is when you have decision time because George Fant's contract is up. So you could do a couple of different things. If Mekhi Becton comes back, is healthy, wins the starting left tackle job, and plays like he did as a rookie or even better, because I think some forget that how good he was as a rookie, then okay. George Fant probably leaves in free agency. You move Neal or Ekwonu to right tackle, and you're on your merry way in building an offensive line and a good one for your young quarterback. Or let's say Mekhi Becton does get hurt again and misses a large chunk of the season. Obviously, that's not a good thing. I'm not rooting for that. But then you can move on from Mekhi Becton because the injuries have just become too much of an issue at that point. And you're set with George Fant. You extend George Fant, and then you have the other offensive lineman that you took 4th overall, and you can move him back outside. So realistically, you're set up either way. You're good for the right now and for the future. It doesn't sound like a threat to Mekhi Becton to me if they were to draft an offensive tackle. Again, like, that's not how I take it at all. Instead, I look at it as Joe Douglas trying to do everything in his power to make sure his 22-year-old quarterback going into year 2 has the best chance to succeed. And to me, that would be going offensive line and wide receiver in the first round and building out your defense in the second round and beyond and through free agency. I don't get it. I don't know why people are so worked up about the idea of a left tackle competition in February. There's so much time. You have free agency, the draft, mini camp, and then training camp. We are, 5 months, 6 months away from any of this mattering? I don't get why this is a big story. So the coach said, yeah, they're going to compete, and whichever one looks the best is going to play. That's breaking news. I don't get it, but we have to talk about it today because that's the only topic of conversation going on right now. Again, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I'm fine with it. I think that's a smart decision. I think Robert Saleh said exactly what he should say. He praised George Fant, and he said Mekhi could be as good as he wants to be, which is the God's honest truth. I'm not worried about Mekhi yet. I have faith that he'd come back and play at a high level. We saw him play at a high level as a rookie in this league. Took care of business against the 49ers as a rookie, against that strong defensive line. Ask Robert Saleh what he thought about him then. Against the Chargers, Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa. Took care of business then. It's pretty damn good. He was really good as a rookie, so I don't look at it as a yikes. I think it's going to be fine. Sound off in the comments. I know there's a hot button issue, so get your take in. Let me know what you think. Subscribe here if you are new, and I'll talk to you next time.
Wow.